Iowa Speedway is located in Newton, Iowa, and has been in operation since 2006. The 7/8 mile oval was designed and built under the reins of NASCAR champion Rusty Wallace at a cost of approximately $70 million. It's no coincidence, but a D-shaped oval is patterned after Richmond International Raceway, scene of some of Wallace's greatest success during his career. Tonight, Iowa Speedway hosts the Slingshot Racing League's mini stock series here on the Overdrive Autonomia YouTube channel. My name is Cam Gillens, and I'll take you for the ride for tonight. Tonight's a little bit different one. I'm not gonna lie, Iowa's been one of the ones I'm not too familiar with. I've already gone through a handful of times, either to service or in other aspects of NASCAR media, so it's kind of interesting to see some of these mini stocks go up there. I know some of the drivers were asking about it earlier today under the same assumption and everything, so it's going to be very interesting to see how these drivers can fare tonight. And we're going to get right into it. Looks like the last few minutes of practice. All right, we go on board the 58 of Justin Wilson. And he's second in practice right now with the best of 26.933. I know a couple of drivers were talking about how we're going to see quite a bit of draft going in the straightaways. We'll see if the different actual surface is going to create a little havoc. You see if we're going to see some three wide action here tonight. We're going to see what happens. So we're on board with Paul Hahn here. They're in the 88 tonight instead of a normal 7. It's a sharp paint scheme. The 56 Jacob Phillips. The 29 Connor Burbridge. And 69 Larry Pauling. We're back on board with Justin here. We're actually going to go right along with him in the cockpit. So you can see where we're talking about the different surface in the corners. Let's go high and kind of make a big arc and going down to the bottom of the racetrack and try not to slide tires a whole lot going right there. See a little bit different to see there with Connor here. See, he's right there behind Justin. Oh! Looks like Justin and Larry make contact in the center of the corner. It looks like gentle on the throttle from center off, it looks like. Looks like about holding the throttle to about 3/4 in the corner. So we're midway from getting us into our qualifying for the night. I'll be interested to see our times because I know With Johnny and Justin up front, they were doing quite a bit of draft practice with each other, so that might be skewed a little, just a hair. We'll see. See Justin as he chases down Connor right here. I'm going back on board with him as he go down slow in the corners. Okay, he's trying to kind of start at the center and then kind of cross down at the center of the corner. Get some momentum on the low side. Ooh, try to side draft a little bit of Connor there. We're going to see some close quarters here tonight. A little bit different than some of the shorter tracks. Alright, looks like that about does it for practice. We're getting ready to go into qualifying. I believe it's another 1 lap. Qualifying. Yep, 1 lap. Yep. Alright, we're going to go start. We're going to start with Justin here. We'll see where his line is going into qualifying. Looks like he's going to start about 3/4, about to that high line to go up the track. To rack that little 4-cylinder up. As he goes straight to the bottom, just kind of let it slide up a little bit. Let's see what his time comes out to be. Goes top of the board at 27.044. Go back on Johnny Rapp to see if he finishes out his lap, see where that puts him. Oh, that puts him to the top of the board. At 26.934. Paul here. See where that puts him. Puts him in provisional 4th. Looks like our last driver tonight to take his lap is 29th Connor Verbridge. Gotta wait for a minute to see what he does. Gotta actually go right on board with him as he starts off his lap. He should stare in high gear. So you gotta play with the throttle. Looks like that asphalt, the newer patch asphalt's kind of creating a little bit of havoc. Oh, beautiful correction. Beautiful save there. Unfortunately, that's gotta put him probably pretty low down scoreboard going into our tonight's heat races. It does. It puts him at the bottom of the board at 27.302. Looks like he's gonna try to get a couple extra lap or two. Because it looks like we got about a minute left in the session with everyone already taking time. Before we do that, we're going to check our weather. So it's 75 degrees, 0 precipitation on track, and then looks like we're about got just a tickle of wind coming out of the northeast. Alright, so while we're got about 30 seconds left, we gotta go ahead and just kind of run down the points as he's going into coming off the first race. So you got Johnny Rapp there leading the board after winning last week, followed by Justin Wilson in second, Paul Hahn in third, Jacob Phillips in fourth, Connor Burbridge in fifth, Larry Pauling in sixth, and round out our points as of right now is Christopher Shea, which is in seventh, which he didn't show up tonight. All right. I think that about does. About ready to get up to the grid. All right, we're about grid up. All right, so here's the starting grid for tonight's heat race. So you got Johnny Rapp on the pole, followed by Justin Wilson in second, Jacob Phillips in third, Paul Hahn in fourth, Connor Burbridge in fifth, and then Larry Pauling in sixth. All right, so we're racking them up. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens through this first couple laps. Throughout practice, didn't see the full pack like this, so this is really gonna be the first test of how much draft this pack's actually gonna get. It's gonna be quite interesting. Because we're getting our 10th lap heat race. Looks like we got one more lap before we go green. It's gonna be interesting to see the different lines as well. You see if that bottom line can keep the momentum up to get the jump, or Justin Wilson on the top side will carry the momentum up on top and get that straight away speed. He's kind of become well known for that. So we'll see what happens. It looks like the pace car is about ready to pull off. So we're coming out of turn 4. And here we go, going to green. Green flag. Looks like Johnny Rapp does get to jump a little bit as Justin Wilson kind of falls back. This looks like Justin got the draft to go by Jacob Phillips there. Looks like Paul Hahn's on the outside of Connor Burbridge. Oh, and Justin gets on the inside of Johnny here. See if we get a little side draft coming up to see if he kind of slides up in front of him. Nope. stays, but it looks like Johnny got the momentum coming out of the outside. The 56 of Jacob Phillips is trying to figure out which lane he wants to go. Looks like they're still side by side. Phillips is on the outside behind Justin. Oh, looks like Justin gets a little loose trying to get underneath Johnny here. Jacob Phillips is right on the tank of Justin. Oh, looks like they bump. Oh, they get loose. We're about getting ready to go 3 wide. Here we go, 3 wide. Looks like Johnny gets dropped back a little bit. The momentum comes with Jacob Phillips, and then now Johnny's getting the draft to push Justin up front. It's leaving 56 of Jacob Phillips. Oh, it looks like a little contact between Justin and Jacob. Oh, and then Johnny takes it 3 wide. Oh, and to get into it, nice save between Jacob and Justin there. These other 2 behind him is sniffing the draft. We're going to see 3 wide here. Going to the center of the corner. As we're already about halfway down our heat race. Pretty much a precursor of what we're going to see for 50 laps. We're going to see if Paul right here is going to think about taking it 4 wide. Oh, contact between Jacob and Justin. Oh, and we got a wreck. We got a junkyard. We're just going to go back and see that real quick. As we see the 3 wides. Oh, looks like he just did it left and just hooked Justin. Some of these drivers are getting some of that damage fixed as we're getting ready to rack them back up. That contact that's brought the 69 of Larry Pauling up to second. We'll see what happens with the 52 of Johnny Rep after that contact has put him in the back. See if that damage from Justin here is going to keep him, make any difference between with the draft, what's going to happen here. With 4 laps, we're probably about 3 laps to go when we get back to the green. It's going to be interesting to see what the momentum of all these guys can keep up, see if we keep up the action. There should be 1 to go. Go back green. Yep, as the lights are out. Oh, looks like the officials decided to take it to a single file. That's gonna be an interesting call. Let's see if they can get the rest of these laps off fairly clean. As we go back to green, and Phillips gets to jump on Larry there. Looks like Larry's getting a little left on the bottom lane. Justin trying to draft back up to Jacob. See if this track takes these cars a couple laps to get them wrapped up, and once that, the draft starts coming into play. Oh, looks like we got a battle between Larry and Paul here. So we get the draft with Connor and Johnny back here. As it looks like the battle for the leads, and those guys back to back of the pack is heating up. We're gonna go 3 wides. Oh, Paul gets it into Larry. Oh, they save it. We'll go back up on top. Looks like Justin's gonna try to go with high side, see if he can do the crossover, get the momentum coming down the front stretch. Oh, and he does. It stays up top, and it looks like Jacob Phillips is gonna win the heat race tonight. Alright. Alright, let's go for the... So, it looks like Justin got it. Must have just barely sneaked him out. With Jacob coming in second, Johnny in third, Connor in fourth, Paul in fifth, and Larry in sixth. That was a great time. That was a very good precursor to what we're going to see tonight's feature. Let's see if we get some of our takers to do a warm-up. We got tonight's race, and then next week we're off for our first off season. So it's gonna be interesting to see, get these drivers a week off to get recouped from this calamity the first couple races of the season. Looks like they're all just want to calm their nerves before the storm. That's gonna happen. But so this is the first of a couple of tracks during our season that we're gonna see that has quite a bit of drafting in it. So you got this one, and Vegas coming up. That's, you're gonna see quite a bit of drafting, and so you got USA was last week. You got Iowa this week, off week following, and then you got Hickory, South Boston, 7 Point. Ooh, that one's gonna be interesting. Bring the road course. Another off week. Lanier, Limaland, bringing back the dirt, was kind of a favorite from last season. And then my home track in Vegas, Langley, off week, and then to finish out the season is Southern National, which is always fun to watch. as we got 13 seconds left before we get this going for tonight's feature, 55 laps. And see if we can keep these guys kind of tamed for all that 55 laps based on that 10 lap heat race. I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're going to see quite a bit of 3 wide. Alright, as we're getting racked up. Alright, so as we're going to go and start the grid once again. Alright, so once again, so the start for our feature tonight, you got the 58 of Justin Wilson, the 56 of Jacob Phillips in second, 52 of Johnny Rapp in third, 29 of Connor Burbridge in fourth, Paul Honda in the 88, and then Larry Pauling in the 69 to round out our starting 6 for tonight's feature race. Looks like we're coming down the backstretch, getting ready to set these drivers off. As they're rounding turn 4, pace car pulls off. And we are green. The 58 of Justin Wilson gets the jump. Looks at the 56 of Jacob Phillips. It's followed back a little bit with the 52 of Johnny Rapp coming on the inside of him. Oh, looks like 29 of Connor Burbridge takes it 3 wide. Oh, they get into him and Paul. They both save it. Looks like the 56 of Jacob Phillips get past Johnny. As Johnny rights on his gas tank. Tank slapping him. It looks like Johnny's trying to get the draft up to Jacob. As Jacob gets the momentum and goes to the bottom. Doesn't quite get there. So now Johnny tries to take the draft to go on the inside. Doesn't have the momentum. That's going to bring Paul up to him. We're on board with Johnny here. He's trying to get the draft of Jacob here. See if they can get something going. As he makes it try to go to the top. I think they can't really get the momentum going. Looks like Jacob tries to pick the inside. He does. See if Johnny, looks like Johnny's going to also go to the bottom. Now he goes to the top. He's kind of sweeping the momentum going on. He's thinking about taking the classic 3 wide. And here he goes. Here we go. 3 wide. Okay. Momentum got broke a little bit. Oh, now they're back to single file. Gonna blanket over these top 5 right now. Johnny's gonna try to go up to the top, and it looks like Paul's trying to decide if he wants to go with him. Johnny's trying to create momentum up on the top. He does. See if he tries to do a crossover up on Justin. He does it. He stays on top. And Paul's going to get inside of Jacob here. Doesn't quite. There we got a battle for the lead. As Johnny gets on the inside of Justin. Trying to break the momentum going on. Oh, as I get really close. Safe with Connor and Jacob back in the back. Look at this battle for a bit. Let's try to side draft off of each other. We're past lap 10. Oh, looks like Johnny's thinking about taking it inside once again. If we got Paul underneath Jacob here. Jacob does a crossover on Paul. Looks like he's going to get the position. Go back up front with Johnny still in the wake of Justin. Looks like the 29 of Burbridge is starting to bring back. Starting to get the draft off these two once again. Paul and Jacob in the back are still side by side. Battle between Jacob and Paul once more. We're on board with Jacob. Looks like right at the end of the court, these cars are kind of dragged down a little bit, especially on that inside. We're back to take a look at front of that battle between Justin and Johnny. Looks like Connor's right back up to Johnny. Now there's single file. We'll see these two in the back is going to start sneaking back into the picture. As Connor goes to the inside. Trying to gain a little bit on Johnny there. As he does it again. As he gets right there to the rear quarter panel. That's going to bring these other two right back up to him. As he gets to the inside of Johnny. Not quite there. So the momentum's breaking for Connor. Let's see. See if they're able to stay content for a minute. It looks like Johnny's trying to create some momentum on top to see if he can get the crossover coming. Not quite close enough that time. As Connor gets to inside of him. The high side just carries the momentum. So, oh, looks like Connor's gonna try to do a slide job on him. Ah, not quite. Doesn't make it stick. Oh, they hook. They hook. Oh, they both get it going. That's gonna break up our field as we're staying on the green. That puts Justin way out front. Oh, that's caution there. Let's see what happened on that one. So that's the first one. We're gonna keep eye on these guys. See if something else happens. Oh, nope. Maybe just a very delayed reaction, it looks like. Alright. As we got pit stops, it looks like. Here we go. Looks like we're all gonna take tires here. Oh, looks like Justin gets out way out front. Let's see if he only did. Maybe he only did 2 tires there. Looks like Johnny got back out in front from second. And Paul came out third. Guess Connor probably had a little bit of crash damage coming off from that. There's Jacob there coming out there at 6. So we'll go back up front and get these racked back up as we're getting close to halfway. Lap 22 at 55. It's going to be interesting to see this is the last lap of this race to see if anyone can have anything from Justin here. Looks like he kind of found a line that he likes to just kind of settle out. It's hard for anyone to get some momentum to get by him and then kind of stay out front. Alright, so we're gonna go back to green. We're getting them racked up. So coming in out of the caution, we got Justin leading, Johnny second. Looks like Paul in third, Larry in fourth. Then you have Jacob and then Connor. So we're getting the restart zone. We go back to green and Justin gets the jump once again. As Johnny's up on the outside. This is, once again, just kind of following suit. It looks like Paul's got the draft and brought him back up to Johnny. As Johnny looks on the inside of Justin. He's carrying the momentum. Justin carrying too much momentum up on the high side. We're going back on board with Jacob here. As he's trying to catch those guys in front of him. Just trying to keep on the draft. So it's like he's inching in, back on him, inch by inch. We're about to ready to hit halfway. As Paul gets on the inside of Johnny. It's going to bring Jacob right back to the tail of him. As he's going to go on the outside of Paul now. After Paul lost the momentum. There goes Johnny on the inside of Justin. Again, he can't stay on the quarter pedal. Oh, try to side draft him is not quite enough. Looks like we're all top fires right back into the blankets. As it looks like Jacob gets on the inside of Paul. Let's see if he can carry the momentum coming out of the corner. Oh, once again, Johnny gets on the inside of Justin. See if, oh, he's right there. Not quite. Oh, looks like Paul gets loose right there. He saved it. Oh, the Jacob just pounded the wall. That's going to break up this field once again. As Justin's gapping Johnny. As those three in the back is getting tight with each other, see if they can catch Johnny and Justin back up front. As we're on lap 31 and 55. They're still up front. Looks like they're trying to get away from. Looks like Jacob is right back up to the back of Johnny here. Looks like they're all back in line first through fifth. just about right back at each other. We're at lap 34 and 55. And then Jacob gets on trying to inside of Johnny here. Not quite to make the momentum. As Johnny once again to inside of Justin. See if he can do anything with this run. Oh, he's right there again. Oh, and they touch up front. Oh, and puts Johnny back on the inside. Off in the infield, and then now Jacob gets on the inside of Justin because he lost the momentum. That puts him back, and now it looks like Jacob's up front. And Paul gets on the inside. It looks like we're finally getting to the caution. Let's see if it had anything to do with Johnny there. Oh, looks like something happened. I think comes on the outside after that wreck. Alright, we're gonna go back and take a look and see what happened to Johnny. So yeah, it looks like we'll go back a little bit further than that. So it looks like he got some momentum going. He got try to get on Justin. Oh, it looks like he just slid up into Justin and got Justin out of shape and brought him back down and just put him off into the grass. It's like Johnny's gonna come back. We're all back here taking tires once again. Looks like we have a couple stay out with Paul Hahn, Connor Verberidge, and Larry Pauling all stayed out. As we're getting back racked up. It's gonna put the fast guys back out the back. See if they can climb their way back forward. Been a good night for Paul, and he's been up for front through the whole, practically most of the race, trying to keep clean of all these other issues that's been going on. He's kind of just kept it clean and has brought it up to the front with pit strategy and pretty much damage control. See if he can keep it up there. It's the furthest that Justin's been back all race too, so it's going to be very interesting to see if he can create momentum, see if him and Johnny might be able to do something to get back up front. Around lap 39 and 55. We're getting back racked up. getting back to green. Looks like Paul gets a good jump on it. But Johnny's going to try that high line. It's going to bring Justin already up to second. It's going to get back up there, Connor. He slides just a tad bit. It's going to take Paul up quite a bit, but it's also going to bring Johnny straight to the back of Connor there. Oh, looks like he's coming in the pits. Go back up front to Paul's out manning lead over Johnny and Justin. You can see if the draft is going to bring him back to him. It looks like Justin and Johnny is gaining a little bit on Paul. Paul's going to try to do the top lane as they coming past there. Connor Burbridge is comes. Oh, he kind of sweeps back up into traffic. As we're on lap 44.55. Looks like they're about right back up to Paul there. They definitely got the draft going on with him now. He's going to create some momentum and we'll see what Johnny takes it. I think it's going to go to the top. It looks like Justin's going to go along with him. Oh, looks like Justin might try to get underneath Johnny here. Oh, Johnny's to get the inside of Paul. And here he goes. Going to get that moment all the way to the top. Justin's looking to sweep down. Oh, we're going to go 3 wide right here. 10 to go. Oh, looks like Justin got the momentum. Oh, maybe not. As he does the slide job up, blocks Johnny right there. Take over the lead. Oh, as Paul gets into Justin. And they both save it. But it's going to bring Johnny on the outside. It's going to get the momentum to take the lead. Now they're broken between a car in between them. It's Justin's on the outside. He's going to try and get some momentum going to get around Johnny. As we're coming to 7 to go. As we're getting the top 4 almost underneath the blanket one more time. We're going to see if Paul can create that momentum once again and try to get back up to him. Looks like Justin's still right behind Johnny. I don't know if he's trying to see what he can do to create some momentum. Oh, looks like it's not about. Oh, he gets on the inside of Johnny this time. Oh, he goes. Oh, they touch. This gonna be a cursor from what happened last week. Oh, as Johnny tries to do the crossover on him. Oh, he gets in the quarter panel. It's like, and here comes Jacob on the inside of Paul, third. So yeah, we'll go back up front to take a look and watch this battle. We're coming to 4 to go. Ooh, it is right to take slapping him. As he goes, there he goes. Back on the inside. See if he overdrives it a little bit. Try to. And he does. Drives him up the track a little bit. Here we go again. Oh, they touch once again. Coming to 3 to go. This is deja vu all over again from last week. This might be a running story throughout the whole season. Oh, once again, he puts him up the track a little bit. With 2 to go. And Johnny gets back by him, but slide job. Oh, but it's just gonna do the crossover. Flashbacks once again. And here he comes, trying to do the sweep once again. Takes slap him, comes across for the white flag. Oh, as Johnny dives to the inside, he swipes up. Oh, they touch it once again. It's gonna bring Jacob to see if something happens between these top two. And Jacob, oh, takes slap and push them in the center of the corner. Oh, and then Jacob comes in. Oh, we're trying to go 3 wide. Oh, coming across the line. I think Wilson just barely got him. We'll go back and take a look at that once again. The last corner. Jacob gets it into Justin. Justin slides out of control. I think the moment made him where he actually went across the line first. As he takes the checkered flag here in Iowa. Oh, man. As we go to results. So you got Justin here first. Johnny coming in second. Jacob in third, followed by Paul in fourth, Larry in fifth, and then Connor in sixth. It looks like they're doing some, looks like burnouts and hijinks, whatever else they want to do. We're gonna wait for all of them to be ready to free again for their top 3 interviews. It's like we're gonna be lining up. Oh, as Justin's getting celebratory donuts. Right. Oh, it was a good time. All right, let's see if they're about ready to come in the broadcast. All right, let's see if I can bring Jacob into here. Jacob, it's Cam in the booth. You got me?
What's going on, Cam?
That was interesting. Your whole race was kind of tale of a rubber band, man. How did you think it went?
Yeah. Dude, it was. It was fun. We're all out here just having a blast, having a good time. That was it's fun. That was a blast. It's my first time running Iowa in these
Mm-hmm.
things.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that was a blast. Johnny, Justin, and I were all trying to gang up on each other at one point. I think it kind of started in the heat race, and we were
Mm-hmm.
three wide a couple laps, and then they were kind of pulling away there at the end, and then I finally got past Paul, and I think they doored each other going into one on the last lap,
Mm-hmm.
and the gap from me to them went from like a second all the way down to I was right there, and
Mm-hmm.
then I watched Justin try to dive it in a little bit, give Johnny a shot, and they both washed up a little bit, and I was like, yeah, risk versus reward. I'm gonna send it, see if it sticks. It
Mm-hmm.
kind of stuck. I washed up a little bit, got Justin. I don't know what happened with Johnny, but that was fun.
Yeah.
That was a blast.
Yeah. You think you could have done anything different with those guys up front?
I maybe. I mean, it would have been close. Um,
Mm-hmm.
maybe if I had been able to stay out of Justin. Like I said, I don't know what happened with Justin and Johnny. If Justin ended
Mm-hmm.
up walking up into Johnny and getting into him just a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how far apart we were there at the line, but I
It
think
was.
I was already spinning by the time we came to the line. So I mean, maybe a little later entry trying to get a better arc, but other than
Mm-hmm.
that, I mean, that was a close race. It was a tight battle right there at the end. So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
one way or another, could have done one or two things different, but that doesn't necessarily mean it would have changed the outcome.
Yeah. But, all right. Before we let you go, is there anyone you want to do a shout out to?
Yeah, man. Shout out you first and foremost for broadcasting, um, putting on a show for the fans. We appreciate it. I know you're appreciated for all your efforts
Mm-hmm.
around Slingshot. So first and foremost, you man, you've been doing this for what? This is your third season now, broadcasting the mini stocks.
Uh. Yes. Yes. Third.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. So, yeah, I mean, big shout out to you. Big shout out to Slingshot Racing League. Johnny, Justin, Paul, Connor, and Larry. Think it's pretty much just been the six of us the first two races. So
Mm-hmm.
everybody, everybody that is showing up, just putting on a show, trying to have a good
Mm-hmm.
time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I mean, just shout out everybody. So,
All right. Thank you for your time
all
and
right,
congratulations on your podium. And we'll talk to you later.
yes, sir. Thank you, Ken.
Yep. Thank you. All right. That was our third place. The 56 of Jacob Phillips. All right. We're going to go bring in our second place tonight. Is the 52 of Johnny Rapp. Johnny, it's Cam in the booth. You got me?
What's happening?
Well, that seemed very interesting. That was like a redo of what happened last week between you and Justin, but actual reversed. How'd you think it went?
Yeah, hey, it was a ton of fun, man. I'll tell you, racing up front, really racing with everybody throughout this field tonight. This
Mm-hmm.
car and track combo is a blast. And man, yeah, hey, I'm just I'm happy with a P2 there. I got the wall a little bit. I think we were three wide. I couldn't really tell, but a
Mm-hmm.
lot of fun those last few laps.
Mm-hmm. It's like you had a couple of incidents during the race. Just close contact and everything. Did draft? How much did draft actually take into play? Kind of put you off a little bit, or was it more of what you expected?
It definitely played a factor. It would keep you with the car in front of you. It kind of allowed you to mess the corner up. Or what I was doing a lot was entering like really late
Mm-hmm.
and just using that draft to stay with them. And hey, you could use it to try to get a little bit of a run. We saw
Mm-hmm.
we were bump drafting a little bit too at a
Yeah.
short track, which is pretty surprising. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, hey, I mean it was there, but it wasn't crazy.
Okay. Uh, All right. Before we let you go, is there anyone you want to do a shout out to?
Well, first and foremost, you for putting on the show here. Always fun to go back and watch these, and we really
Mm-hmm.
appreciate you with Overdrive Automotive Media. Uh, all the Slingshot guys to help put this stuff on. Everybody that showed up here tonight. We didn't have a huge car count, but we still had a lot of great racing. Really good
Mm-hmm.
job from everybody tonight, and congrats to Justin on the win. And yeah, I think my dad's watching, so shout out, Dad. You know,
All right. Thank you for your time. Congratulations on your second place, and we'll talk to you later.
right on, Cam. Thank you.
Thank you. That was our second place tonight, 52 of Johnny Rapp. All right. This brings us to the portion of our winner interview. We're going to go ahead and bring the 58 of Justin Wilson in here for you. Justin, it's Cam in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Well, that was fun. So just the battle between you and Johnny, week 2, but this time it kind of turned out in your favor. How'd you think the race gone for you?
It was crazy. It was very chaotic. We got caught up in a couple wrecks. I know caused one in the heat race, but these cars were a lot of fun. The tire fall off wasn't bad at all, actually. I mean, we were running on older tires for most of the race, but as long as you were in the draft, you had a shot to win this thing.
During that first pit stop, did you only take 2 tires or did you do 4?
The first pit stop, I didn't take any. The second caution is
Okay.
when I took tires. Yeah.
Okay. I was kind of wondering. I knew it was either 2 or you didn't take any because you got off to quite a bit of a lead. So it looked like you kind of, like you said, the tire fall off wasn't as good or as much as maybe you thought about. Uh, is there, like I said, looks like you pretty much dominated. It looks like you kind of got a line going for a while to kind of kept Johnny back there. Um, is that something that you were kind of expecting throughout practice or anything?
No, I mean, being the leader, you could run very defensively to try and keep behind you, but the guys just get a huge run. There's not a whole lot you can do. So I just liked being up front. I like controlling the race. I felt like I could block decently. Yeah, but as you can tell, I almost got turned quite a few times. So yeah, risk versus reward. But somehow we ended up finish this thing up front. Somehow, I don't know. I was off turn 4 just sideways. I think Johnny hit the wall, and then Jacob. I mean, I bounced off Jacob, so it was crazy. I'm just shocked that we actually won.
Yeah, it's just I almost looked like because you were sideways, you kind of came across the first. It was kind of crazy how that angle was, but that's really cool. All right, before we let you go, is there anyone you want to shout out to?
Yeah, man, thank you for putting the show on. Thank the 6 of us that showed up tonight. I think a little bit one more than last time. So Johnny, Paul, Larry, Connor, Jacob. So that was actually a lot of fun. I mean, it's a bummer. I wish we had 10 or 15 cars because this would have been a crazy race.
Yes, it would be. I was like, I know you're at least gonna have one next week with Jacob returning from vacation, so he might bring some more of his posse too.
Looking forward to him.
Yep. All right, thanks. Congratulations on your win, Justin, and we'll talk to you later.
Bye, man.
All right, that was our winner tonight, the 58 of Justin Wilson. All right. Round up for tonight's race. That was crazy. It's like I didn't know what to expect going into after all the heats and qualifying and stuff like that because we only saw, like I said, Justin and Johnny kind of do the tandem. So I didn't know how much the actual draft was going to take encounter. So that turned out to be an outstanding race. With like like we were talking about, the rubber band drivers go in the front, they go in the back, and then, like I said, as long as you had some of that draft, it was pretty much anyone's game. But all right, that about does it for me tonight. Thank you for watching. Tonight was an absolute blast. If you like this, like, share, subscribe. Like I said, next week's gonna be an off week, so we're gonna take a little bit of break and then we'll be back. But tomorrow night we've got our Slingshot Super Late Model Short Track Championship, so that's always fun. New Smyrna. And we've had 2 different racers win the first 2 races, so that's gonna be always a blast, and I can't wait to see what happens with that. So, all right, that does it for me. This has been Cam Gillens for the Overdrive I'm On Me of YouTube channel.